Alright, what is going on, everybody? We are back with some more Universe Mode, even though it's a day after the last one. That is because we do have the Payback pay-per-view coming up. So, yeah. Go ahead and do some back-to-back, because we just have ECW and SmackDown to do, then Payback. So I'm going to have ECW today. Tomorrow will be SmackDown. Be looking out for that one before you guys go watch the Royal Rumble. But, well, some of you, I know, probably some of you don't watch it, but, you know, whatever. But our first matchup, which is like the semifinals of the ECW tournament, we have Stardust versus Axel. Then in the main event, we have Goldust, the brother of Stardust, versus Mark Henry, in which we had a lot of stars. Like, you could generally say there were stars in this match, in this tournament. Chris Jericho lost, Sami Zayn lost, and Christian lost. And now we're at a kind of a moment where it's like mid-carders going for this title. So maybe these mid-carders could go right into the spotlight if they capture that ECW championship, in which I think that'll be pretty cool to see. Kind of like a mid-carder getting pushed. I think that's pretty cool, especially of the likes of Axel and Stardust. You could say Stardust has in the future when he was Cody Rhodes, but not anymore. And Axel just hasn't really done nothing, except for win last time, a couple weeks ago, and now if he wins here today, he's going to the finals, and you know, that's enough recognition itself. So if I said that word wrong, screw you. But let's go ahead and get set for this matchup, which, if Stardust wins, which he probably could win this matchup, then we have one brother in the finals. And if Goldust wins, we're having a brother versus brother ECW championship match. And this is ECW. So the finals will be a hardcore match, or Extreme Rules match, whatever they call it. So it's gonna kind of be crazy to see if that really does happen. But you know, we got some matches to watch here to determine who's going to the finals. So yeah, let's go ahead, get going with this matchup. Stardust in with a freaking headlock, then just gets mad and pulls his face down to the mat, and then catches him with a DDT from his knees, then lands a soccer kick to the back of Axel. Now lifts him up and got him in another headlock. Now is just kind of sitting him on the ropes there. Now he's going to Irish whip him into a T-bone suplex. And that one looked like it hurt Axel. God. Now look at Stardust going after the arm and a crossface at the same time. So that one's got to hurt, but Stardust for some reason lets the hold go. And there's Axel with a elbow, but instead he gets caught with another T-bone suplex, and that just looks like it hurts. Now look at Stardust talking some crap, and now he's going in for a knee drop, and damn, it looked like it hurt. Now he's back up to his feet, and Stardust is just in full control of this matchup. But exactly when I say that, Axel tries to come back in this matchup. And this ECW, I don't know how long it will last, because at the moment there was just too many people on each roster for Raw and SmackDown. So, you know, if it does end up lasting the whole time I do Universe Mode, and then that's good. But if we get to a patch of Universe Mode where ECW is not really doing great, you know what, we'll pack it up and, you know, get rid of it. But if it does good, and we have rivalries, we have good matches, and we're gonna keep it. But if it just does not, and it's just a complete waste of time, then you know what, we're gonna scrap it. But for right now, it's been pretty entertaining, because the tournament has been pretty good so far. And now these matches should be good too. Look at Stardust though with an inverted DDT. And now it's right back on the attack, bringing Curtis Axel right back onto his feet with a headlock. Now he's got him, and it looks like he's going to set him on the ropes again. Looks like he's going to be setting up for that disaster kick. And that one could do it. Here's the pin. 1, 2, and no. Curtis Axel kicks out at 2. Still in this matchup. Stardust cannot believe it. I mean, that move right there put, Rey Mysterio away. It put a lot of people down for the count. And that time Curtis Axel kicks out at 2. And now he's right back on the attack with an elbow drop. And now he just picks him right back up to his feet with a snapmare into a headlock again. With the headlocks in this damn match. Holy crap. Look at him right there, pulling back on it, not letting Stardust have any room to breathe. And that's a smart move. I don't think I've seen a headlock ever in the match, but you know, one of these days it just might. Now look at Stardust with a headlock of his own, and he lets it go. Bad idea. Curtis Axel with a sidewalk slam. So now Curtis Axel in control of this matchup. So far it's mostly been Stardust, but we've seen Curtis Axel have some flurries of move, just like he is doing now with that neckbreaker. Into the pin goes Curtis Axel. 1, 2, and Stardust kicks out at 2. And now trying to make their way back up to their feet. Looks like Curtis Axel was going for something there. Stardust shrugged it off and grabs him and goes for a bulldog. It's that one planted Curtis Axel right on his face. Now a headlock from Stardust puts him on the rope again. We're gonna see another disaster kick. It doesn't look like it. Looked like he was trying to put Curtis Axel out of the ring. Curtis Axel hangs on. Stardust, what is he doing here? Look like he's going for a DDT on the ring apron. And that one's gotta hurt. That was Curtis Axel. Stay down for the count. Don't get back up. Now look at Stardust with a bulldog to the outside. Now look at Stardust. Oh, with a choke. Come on, man. That's just taking it too damn far. But he's got Curtis Axel back up and is going to Irish whip him into them stairs. The referee is still counting. I'm surprised he's not been counted out. He's at 6. Stardust looks like he thinks he's got this one in the bag. Curtis Axel's trying to make his way back up to his feet at 7. He's at 8. And Curtis Axel's able to get back into the ring. Tries to land Stardust with a European uppercut. Stardust takes him down with a snapmare. Curtis Axel back up with a punch to the gut and goes for a perfect plex. It could be all over. 1, 2, and Stardust kicks out. Perfect plex. I mean, you talk about a move that's ended some matches. Mr. Perfect used it, of course. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that. Now, so Curtis Axel using it. It's just that move has been in the WWE, well, just in wrestling in general, for a very long time. And now look at Curtis Axel has Stardust on the turnbuckles. Looks like he's going for an STO on the second turnbuckle, then just kicks him in the ribs, and this one might just be all over here. All he needs is a pin, but instead still taking it to Stardust, elbow to the leg, and it's got Stardust back on his feet again and pulls him by the head, takes him down for a snapmare and another headlock. So Curtis Axel has gone to this move plenty of times so far in this matchup. Does not want to let it go away because it just takes so much energy out of a wrestler to sit there and try to fight out of a headlock. But Stardust was able to get out of it. Irish whip to the turnbuckle. Punch to the gut. Damn, that looked like it hurt. And now look like he's going for something here. Diamond Dust to Curtis Axel. This one could be over. Stardust pulling him into the middle of the ring. Here's the pin. 1, 2, 3. Stardust is going on to the finals for the ECW Championship. Who will win it? Who is going on to face Stardust. We have the main event coming up, but this one could be getting crazy. I mean, Mark Henry versus Stardust, I think we all know who's winning that one. I'm just saying. Well, it could be the same said for the Goldust versus Mark Henry match. Could we see Mark Henry win that match, go on to beat Stardust, become two-time ECW champion? Well, it'd be the first time universe, but the second time total. I'm sorry about that.
Extremely tough loss for Curtis Axel tonight.
And the schedule for next week for this YouTube channel, because of the Payback pay-per-view and it takes so long to record, the schedule will be on next episode, which will pretty much be tomorrow. Tomorrow's episode of Universe Mode. And now we go ahead and get into our next match up. It is the main event. Goldust, the bizarre one, going one-on-one with the world's strongest man. Look at him hissing at the screen. This one should be a good one for sure. I mean, Mark Henry has that match last week with Christian could arguably be the best of the tournament so far. They went at it for sure. And now Mark Henry's looking at Goldust. So I mean, he's already had to face one vet, which he's a vet too, but it's kind of been like he's faced these people before and knows the ins and outs of what their movesets are, which could work in the favor for, I mean, both of these superstars. I mean, I don't know where I was going with that one there, but you know what? That's how it goes on Universe Mode. But here comes the world's strongest man and sexual chocolate, whatever you want to call him. I mean, that was a funny time. But you know what? He's Mark Henry. It's the Hall of Pain, and this match should be good for sure. Alright, looks like we're about to get started here. And the referee ringing the bell. It's time to get it on. There's Goldust with a drop kick. And there's a punch to the back. Mark Henry still trying to get up started. Wait. Goldust. Get him confused. Goldust says, F you, you're staying down on the mat. Hits him with the drop kick. We've already moved on because I messed up. Mark Henry with the punches to the face. While Goldust is still on the mat. Now there's a punch to the back. Gonna Irish whip him into the turnbuckle. And it looks like he's gonna be putting Goldust into the ring post, shoulder first. And now look at the alley-oop slam. Didn't really get Goldust off the ground much, but it still probably had an effect. Not enough to get the win though. I think Goldust kicked out before the 1 count. Mark Henry was trying to go for something there. Goldust lands him with a reversal. And Mark Henry with a shove. There's another one. Goldust stopped. He missed the European uppercut there. I don't know where the hell he was trying to go with that one. And then lands Mark Henry with a side Russian leg sweep. Now look at that one. Mark Henry looking like he was trying to get up. Goldust pushes him right back down to the mat. But Mark Henry's able to reverse it there. There's a elbow to the top of the head of Mark Henry. That shiny bald head. And now here's Goldust. Mark Henry back on the attack. Mark Henry with a reversal. What is he going for here? Power bomb. No. Reversal into a DDT from Goldust. But there is Mark Henry with a reversal. It looks like he's going to go for that elbow drop. That is a big ass arm falling onto your heart there. That's got to hurt. But here is Mark Henry picking Goldust back up. Here's the belly to belly suplex.
My God, his body's been through hell.
Straight into the pin. No hesitation there, too. But Goldust is able to kick out at 2, so this match is still going on. And there's Goldust with a big right to the face. And another one. And Jesus, there's another one. Goldust showing he still got them punches after like 20-something years of wrestling. But there's another side Russian leg sweep. And now Goldust turning Mark Henry around. And there is that inverted DDT. Impaler, or whatever you want to call it. Here's the pin. There's 2. Mark Henry kicks out at 2. Goldust probably thought he had it over, had the victory there. Mark Henry somehow able to kick out. Oh shit, I just hit the mic. My bad. I thought I was doing good with no botches. There was the first one. It wasn't on my speaking part. It was just, I just kind of moved my arm, so. But look at Mark Henry with the slam. Here goes that headbutt. That big ass head of Mark Henry. That probably even hurts worse than an elbow drop. There's 2 though. Goldust is able to kick out. I mean, looks like this match has been pretty much even from the start. But what are we going to see here? There's a Irish whip from Mark Henry. Throws him in the air. Catches him. This is why he's the world's strongest man. There's a world's strongest slam. Into the pin goes Mark Henry. Whoa. Trees are hitting the side of my house like a motherfucker. Holy crap. Wow. That was loud. Sorry about that, guys. But here we go. Here's Mark Henry, an Irish whip. Goldust into the turnbuckle. Goldust comes off with an elbow drop. Mark Henry again launching Goldust into the air. But Goldust able to rebound with a reversal. Man. Still can't get over how loud that was. They're going to come out here and trim some trees or something. Bushes. I don't know. That was loud. Pretty sure you guys heard that one. It's just all this wind from that freaking winter storm. We just got like a little bit of snow. Wasn't much, but we still got a lot of wind. But here's Mark Henry with a pin. Oh, rhyme. That just rhymed so much. But here we go. Goldust is able to kick out. Both back up to the feet. Mark Henry misses a headbutt big time there. But there he is, Irish whipping Goldust into the turnbuckle. Looks like he's going to put him on the top rope. This one might be over after this. But Goldust reverses. And he's going to go off with a Hurricane Rana off the top rope. Or diving Hurricane Rana. But you know what? Whatever. Now here's Goldust. Irish whipping Mark Henry into the turnbuckle. Now is going to spin around. Get him the right way, it looks like. But look at Mark. Look at Goldust. There's that Bulldog. Face plant off the second rope. Here's the pin from Goldust. 1, 2. Mark Henry kicks out. I thought it was over. I really was about to call that match the ending. But Mark Henry kicks out. Still have a match going. Now look at Goldust with the final cut. And it's over. Here's the pin. 1. Come on, 2, 3. Goldust wins. We have a brother versus brother match for the ECW Championship at Payback. I mean, this one's going to be good. Extreme Rules match. Goldust Stardust ECW Championship. I mean, what kind of coincidence is this? I don't even know. When I booked this tournament, I didn't think that was going to happen. I figured Christian, Mark Henry, and Chris Jericho could probably come out of here with the victory. But, I mean, look at this. We got a Goldust versus Stardust matchup at Payback, and it's probably going to be a good one. Alright, guys. That's going to be it for this episode. We have the match set for Payback for the finals of the ECW Championship. And this one's going to be a good one for sure. But with that being said, stay tuned. Tomorrow will be another episode of Universe Mode, and it's going to be SmackDown. We're going to have the Nexus in-ring debut before their big match at Payback. But be sure to go check out FPSG tomorrow as well. On that channel, we will have our Call Universe Mode up. And then later on tonight, we're going to be putting out a